Introduction to 555 timer. Triple five timer is a highly stable device. First point, all of you write down. Triple five timer is a highly stable device. Triple five timer is a highly stable device. Triple five timer is a highly stable device for generating accurate time delay or oscillations. So, 555 timer is a highly stable device for generating accurate for generating accurate oscillations. For generating accurate oscillations. Accurate oscillations. Accurate oscillations. Triple five timer is a highly stable device for generating accurate oscillations. First point. Second point, this IC 555 timer is available in two packages. This IC 555 timer this IC 555 timer is available in two packages. The first one is 8-pin dual input, 8-pin DIP, and the second one is 14-pin dual input. The IC 555 timer is available in two packages, 8-pin DIP and 14-pin dual input. It can provide or it can be used with a supply voltage. It can be used supply voltage. It can be used with supply voltage. It can be used with supply voltage. The supply voltage in the range of positive 15 volts to positive 18 volts. Supply voltage range 5 to 18 volts, and it can drive load up to 200 milliamps. 200 milliamps. It can drive load up to 200 milliamps. It is compatible with both TTL and CMOS logic gates. Next point. It is compatible It is compatible with TT with both both TTL and CMOS logic. CMOS logic circuits. CMOS logic circuits. Coming to applications, so where we need to use this IC555 timer. So in oscillators, pulse generators, ramp and square wave generators, voltage monitor, traffic light control, multi-vibrators and so on. So coming to the applications, so in the application point of view, where we need to use IC555 timer means in oscillators, pulse generators, ramp and square wave generators, voltage monitor, traffic light control, multi-vibrators and so on. So this is the basic introduction to IC555 timer. The first point is here, the IC555 timer is a highly stable device for generating accurate oscillations. Second point, this IC555 timer is available in two packages, 8-pin and 14-pin DL input. It can provide time delay ranging. From microseconds to hours. We are missing that point. We need to remember. It can be used, so it can be provide time delay. Time delay up to or from microseconds to hours. Microseconds to some hours. It can be used with a supply voltage in the range of positive 5 volts to 18 volts, and it can drive load up to 200 milliamps. It can drive load up to 200 milliamps. And next point, it is compatible with both transistor logic gate and CMOS logic circuit. Coming to applications, so we'll use in the oscillator, pulse generator, ramp and square wave generator, voltage monitor, traffic light control, multi-vibrators and so on. So these are the basic introduction of IC555 timer. I think all of you clear. You don't have any doubt regarding the introduction to IC555 timer. Coming to functional diagram of IC555 timer. Functional diagram. Functional diagram. Functional diagram. You need to draw the diagram. This is the 8-pin functional diagram of IC555 timer. Five, 6, 7 and 8. This is the ground. Pin number 1 is the ground. I am writing G and E. This is the trigger pin, means input. Trigger pin or input pin. This is the output pin. The fourth one is reset pin. Fifth one is control voltage. Control voltage. Control voltage. Sixth one is threshold. Threshold. Seventh one is discharge pin. And eighth one is VCC. So this is the IC 555 timer. So this IC 555 timer consists of 4 blocks. It consists of 4 blocks. It consists of 4 blocks. The first one is potential divider network. Potential divider network. It consists of 4 blocks. Consists of 4 blocks. First one is potential divider network. Potential divider network. Next, the second one is comparators. Third one is flip-flops. Fourth one is output. The functional diagram of this IC 555 timer is consists of 4 blocks: potential divider network, comparators, flip-flops, and outputs. So this is the diagram. Okay, now we need to see the complete diagram of this IC 555 timer. We need to see the block diagram of IC 555 timer, or functional block diagram of IC 555 timer. This is the pin description. Now we need to see the functional block diagram of IC 555 timer. Functional block diagram of IC 555 timer. All of you draw the diagram. So you need to draw the first upper comparator. Upper comparator. This is the upper comparator. UC is the positive terminal. Is the negative terminal. We have contact here. Okay. This is the 6th pin. This is the 5th pin. 6th pin is nothing but threshold. 5th means control. This is the control pin. Control pin. This is the threshold. This is the resistor R. This is also resistor R. See, at this point we have the voltage is 253 VCC. At this point. Then here plus minus is the lower comparator. So here we have 1/3 VCC. We will discuss in detail. First, you draw the block diagram. This is the trigger voltage you need to apply from this second pin. This is the trigger input. Trigger. Okay. See, here you need to connect these two. One is connecting to reset pin, another one is connecting to the set pin. Okay, so this is the output Q, is the Q bar. Okay, so this is the reset. Reset. So here this is the VCC. This is nothing but 8th pin. So this is the reset is nothing but 4th pin. Okay, here you need to take V reference. This is the transistor Q2. Here this you need to connect to ground. This is the resistor R. Okay. Here you need to take a discharge pin. discharge pin. This is the Q1. Here is the 7th pin, discharge pin. Discharge. Discharge pin. It is the ground. Ground is nothing but pin number 1. Okay. I need to connect these two here. To power amplifier or else inverter. This is power amplifier or inverter. Power amplifier. Power amplifier or inverter. Or inverter. So here we will get it the output. In the pin number 3, we will get it here output. Okay, this is the Q. So here you need to apply V reference. This is reset pin 4. Reset pin 4 here also. 4. Reset. So this is the diagram. This is the functional block diagram of IC 555 timer. IC 555 timer. So these are the control flip-flops. Control flip-flop. Okay, up to the block diagram clear. Now we need to know that entire description of this block diagram. So in this you need to see that we know it consists of 4. You know it in the previous statement it consists of 4 blocks. You know that in the previous statement it consists of 4 blocks. It consists of 4 blocks. Assuming that from the block diagram we need to see that here we have a comparators. Assuming the comparators as ideal op-amps. Assume that upper comparator and lower comparator as ideal op-amps. So no current flow through the op-amp. If it is ideal operational amplifier, the upper comparator and lower comparator will act as a ideal operational amplifier. Then no current flow through the operational amplifiers. No current flow through op-amp. So all current, yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
V reference pin is not present in IC.
Your voice is not clear, Nano.
Then I see you have drawn the diagram, no, sir. That V reference pin is not present, no, sir.
V.
V reference VRF.
So this is not connecting to any pin. This is connecting to your transistor Q2. Why we are taking here V reference is V reference means, so if you want to perform comparator operation, we need two inputs, or we need two input supply voltages. So the first one is here we are applying triggering. So the other one is the reference. So with the help of this reference voltage and trigger only, here we are going to performing the comparator operation. So we are not connecting V reference to any pin of IC555 timer. So we are connecting V reference to here this what transistor Q2. So here the another transistor, another terminal is connecting to ground. So the one more is connecting to this emitter terminal is connecting to ground here, and here this emitter terminal is getting the connection from the V reference. Is it clear, Nana?
What is the voltage applied to V reference, sir?
We are going to assuming that V reference voltage is nothing but we are going to keeping some reference level for transistor. So if it is reaches to that level, what will happen? The comparator will be going to comparing, then it will produce the output to through your power amplifier. So you are asking what is the V reference value, right? You are asking that what is the V reference value only, na?
Yes, sir.
We are not exactly telling that your reference value will be something like assume that 1 volt. We are going to assume that V reference value is equals to 1. So in the laboratory also we are going to assuming that V reference value is equals to 1 only. We have the experiment. Design a comparator. We have a experiment in the laboratory. So in that also we are going to assuming that V reference value is equals to 1 only. Okay. 1 volt.
Okay.
Fine. So we will see in detail in the laboratory. Okay, there we'll have idea. So just here we are discussing theoretical concepts. In the laboratory, we are going to see the practical concept. Okay. Fine. You need to see that here, assuming that here we have a two comparators, upper comparator and lower comparator. Okay. So these two comparators, let us assume that ideal operational amplifier. These two will act as a ideal operational amplifiers. If these two are ideal operational amplifiers, what will happen? So there is no current flow through operational amplifiers of these two. All current flows through resistor R. So here you need to apply voltage divider rule. Here you need to apply voltage divider rule. If you apply voltage divider rule here, what will happen? This is here we have a 2R, right? R plus R, 2R. Yes or no? This 2R into VCC by 2R plus R. Then what will get it? We'll get it 2 by 3 VCC only here. 2 by 3 VCC only. If you apply voltage divider rule here, we will get it here 2 by 3 VCC. So this voltage is given as reference voltage. This voltage is given as reference voltage to the upper comparator. The voltage is given as the reference voltage to the upper comparator. Similarly, for lower comparator also, you need to see here also R by 2R plus R into VCC. Then we will get it the 1 by 3 VCC here. 1 by 3 VCC. So this voltage is given as a reference voltage to this lower comparator. The 1 by 3 VCC is the reference voltage to your lower comparator, and 2 by 3 is the reference voltage for your upper comparator based on voltage divider rule. So here the other inputs for comparator are control voltage. Here we are applying here. See, here we are applying control voltage is the another input. So the other input for comparator are control voltage here. For upper comparator we are applying control voltage. For lower comparator we are going to applying trigger input. For lower comparator we are applying the another input is the trigger. Here we are applying control voltage is the input, another input for your upper comparator. So the voltage at negative terminal, the voltage at negative terminal of upper comparator, the voltage at negative terminal of upper comparator is 2 by 3 VCC. Just now we discussed in the previous statement, reference voltage. Whenever the control voltage is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, whenever the control voltage is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, what will happen? If the control voltage is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, then the output of the comparator is 1. If the control voltage value is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, the output of the upper comparator is equals to 1. That is R value equals to 1. That is R is equals to 1. Similarly, whenever the trigger input goes to 1 by 3 VCC for lower comparator. Similarly, whenever trigger input goes to below 1 by 3 VCC for your lower comparator, at that time the output of the lower comparator is equals to 1. That is, here the S value is equals to 1. Here this value is equals to 1. Here this value is equals to 1. Then what will happen? Let the trigger at VCC voltage that let trigger is
Sir?
at Yanana.
Once again, can you explain, sir?
Okay, fine. See here, if the control voltage value is greater than this 2 by 3 VCC reference voltage of upper comparator, then what will happen? This value is greater than 2 by 3 VCC. Then the upper comparator output voltage is equals to 1. If the upper comparator output voltage value is equals to 1 means R equals to 1. Then here, this is the lower comparator. Similarly here, the trigger input value is below the 1 by 3 F VCC. This is the lower comparator. Trigger input value is below 1 by 3 VCC. Then the lower comparator value equals to 1. That is S is equals to 1. So once the trigger is at VCC, once this trigger is at VCC, that means trigger is greater than 1 by 3 VCC. Trigger is greater than 1 by 3 VCC. Then the output value of lower comparator equals to 1. Sorry, equals to 0. See, in the first case, in the upper comparator, control voltage value is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, will get it 1. But here, this trigger input value is equals to greater than 1 by 3 VCC. Yeah.
For upper comparator?
So see here in the upper comparator, here we have a control voltage. Here we are applying control voltage through here pin 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that value is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, will get it the output value equals to 1.
R value.
Control voltage value greater than 2 by 3 VCC, you will get it 1. Okay. Similarly, in the lower comparator, this trigger voltage value is less than 1 by 3 VCC. Less than 1 by 3 VCC, will get it 1 here.
Yes.
But here the trigger voltage value is greater than 1 by 3 VCC means here you will get it 0. Okay, na? Is it clear?
S is equal to 0.
S is equal to 0. Because of that reason I am here keeping slash. Okay, na?
Okay.
Fine. Here also same. If the control voltage value is less than 2 by 3 VCC, then here we'll get it the 0. The first case is control voltage value greater than 2 by 3 VCC, will get it 1. Control voltage value is less than 2 by 3 VCC, will get it 0. These two cases completed for upper comparator. Is it clear?
Yes.
For
Yes, sir.
lower comparator, trigger voltage value is less than 1 by 3 VCC, you will get it 1. Trigger voltage value is greater than 1 by 3 VCC, you will get it 0.
Yes, sir.
Fine, clear. 9. Next, see here, for the upper comparator, you need to see. Let us assume the threshold voltage. Here we are applying threshold voltage through here pin number 6, right? The threshold voltage value is greater than 2 by 3 VCC. Threshold voltage value is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, and at that time output of this upper comparator is equals to 0 only. Is equals to 0 only. Either you have to state the statement like this: control voltage is less than 2 by 3 VCC equals to 0, or else the threshold voltage value is greater less than 2 by 3 VCC equals to 2 by 3 VCC. Then you will get it the upper comparator value equals to 0. Okay. So in this case, the output of the flip-flop remains in same state. There is no change in the state. We will see that we will draw the tabular diagram for SR flip-flop. I think all will know the SR flip-flop tabular diagram. Yes or no? 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. Yes or no? You have to remember. So in the next class, tomorrow morning we have a class, right? So in that class, before coming to the tomorrow first hour, you need to remember that SR flip-flop table, SR Q bar, or Qn plus 1. That table you need to remember and come. Okay, now I'll ask the roll number wise. If you have SR is equal to 0 0, what is the Q value? What is the Q bar value? Or else, what is the Qn value? What is the Qn plus 1 value? Okay, I'll ask in the next class. Okay, you need to answer.